Starts October 1st, so you know
Tell and make sure.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Public hearing is just a crowd now. Yeah, he's 30 coming up.
It's been a while.
What's that?
Judy got the thing done.
Way to go, old man. When we were taking pictures over the meeting is over, ask my permission to retake the pictures. My lawyer came.
Let's call the meeting order with pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey Ryan, could you guys turn the table a little bit, maybe so we'll be able to hear you and everybody won't have their backs to us?
Yeah, but we still have, yeah.
You already know they've turned their back.
Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda? Motion to approve the agenda is accepted.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay, previous minutes. Okay, August 8th, President Randall Wall, Gregory Ruder, James Lundigan, Brandon Dixon, Amy Coleman, Diane Van Slyke, Jason McLean, approximately 18 guys. Supervisor Vaughn opened the meeting at 7:30 p.m. with the Pledge of Allegiance. Greg Ruder made the motion, the agenda is accepted. Jim Lundigan seconded it. All in favor, so moved. Minutes from the July 11th regular meeting, July 17th special meeting were read by Supervisor Bono. Brad Dixon made a motion to accept both minutes as read. Greg Ruder second. All in favor, so moved. Reports were presented and reviewed by the board. Bills in the general account of $22,019.19. The bills in the highway account of $171,579.15 for a total of $193,598.34 were audited and approved for payment with a motion made by Brad Dixon, seconded by Jim Lundigan. All in favor, so moved. Town clerk Casey McLean asked the board for approval to purchase a new motherboard for town clerk tax collector computer. Jim Lundigan made the motion to approve the purchase. Brad Dixon seconded. All in favor, so moved. Supervisor Bono states the Wanderers Rest is temporarily closed. A windmill workshop will be scheduled for August 21st, 2013 at 7:30 p.m. to discuss the county proposed changes. Ryan explained that FEMA monies need to be spent by the town in order for us to get reimbursed by the federal government. Buffalo Antique Show will be held August 12th through the 18th. Resident Pam Fuller would like to know if the county review will be placed on the website. She also questions what the assessor means on the agenda. Ryan states a review will be put on the website when the minutes are applied, and they will discuss it in an executive session about the assessor. She also states that she works in Madison County Children's Camp, has been operating for 95 years and hosts around 700 children. It's a not-for-profit organization and costs approximately $120,000 a summer to run. Last year, the Board of Supervisors proposed a 100% cut of the county donation of $10,000 to that program. She would prefer to see percentage cuts instead of program cuts. Supervisor Bono presented the following resolutions to the board for their consideration. 1326, to accept the 2% fire insurance monies and place into account SM 2770, $1,392.25, and SF 2770, $1,035.81. Jim Lundigan made the motion to adopt the resolution. Brad Dixon seconded. Roll call vote, 4 votes yes. 1327, to authorize Supervisor Bono to move monies in the amount of $880 from the aquatic growth money market into the general fund checking account to cover July bills. Jim Lundigan made the motion to adopt the resolution. Greg Ruder seconded. Roll call vote, 4 votes yes. 1328, to appoint Robert Cook, MEO, as Deputy Highway Superintendent for the remainder of the 2013 fiscal year. Greg Ruder made the motion to adopt the resolution. Jim Lundigan seconded. Roll call vote, 4 votes yes. 1329, to authorize Supervisor Bono to move monies in the amount of $191,000 from Berkshire Money Market into the appropriate accounts to cover August bills. Brad Dixon made the motion to adopt the resolution. Jim Lundigan seconded. Roll call vote, 4 votes yes. At 8:20 p.m., Greg Ruder made the motion to enter executive session to discuss personnel. Brad Dixon seconded. At 8:45, Jim Lundigan made the motion to end the executive session. Brad Dixon seconded. All in favor, so moved. Greg Ruder made the motion to advertise for assessor's position. Jim Lundigan seconded. All in favor, so moved. At 9:12 p.m., Jim Lundigan made the motion to adjourn the meeting. Brad Dixon seconded. All in favor, so moved. Respectfully submitted, Casey McLean, Town Clerk. That's the regular meeting. Special meeting, August 21st. Present, Ronald Bono, Gregory Ruder, Bradley Dixon, James Lundigan, Attorney William Getman, Planning Board Chairman Roger Williams, Bruce Tanner, and John Mancino, Planning Board members Casey McLean, and approximately 18 guests. Supervisor Bono opened the meeting at 7:30 p.m. He explained the purpose of the workshop was for the town board to discuss a proposed windmill regulation change that were proposed by the Madison County Planning Board. As the county felt that the districts did not need to be classified A and B, the labels will be removed. As there are no variance waivers to be made within the proposed law, Attorney Getman has spoken to the county and the zoning board of appeals would not be necessary. Although the county feels a 500-foot height would be acceptable for a wind turbine, the board agrees to keep the maximum height at 450 feet. The county felt 1 1/2 times setback between turbines is sufficient. The board agrees to keep it at 2.5, which will also help limit the number of turbines allowed within the township. The county believes the measuring tower should be the height of the windmill. The board feels limiting the height to 200 feet will still allow a wind company to collect sufficient amount of data. At 7:50 p.m., Brad Dixon made a motion to adjourn. Ron Bowen seconded. All in favor, so moved. Respectfully submitted, Tracy McLean, Town Clerk. Do we have any additions or corrections to the minutes?
I make a motion they be accepted as read.
There was one typo, but that's all you caught that. Okay. Motion made and second. All in favor, so signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay. Let's go on to the reports. Roy, you've been working on picket today?
Yeah, we finished picking today. It's gotta be rolled again, and the shoulder's gotta be installed on it. But we can't put the shoulders on until the road hardens up, which will take approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Before we can put a loaded truck on it and without doing damage to it.
But you will be doing the shoulders this fall then?
Yep, as soon as the road hardens up, so, we can get on it.
Does weather affect that, or just
As
time?
far as just the time, pretty much.
How's everything else going down there?
It's going good. We've been working on the washouts. When you work on the washouts, you gotta do the shoulders and do the ditches, and we put in some culverts, bigger culverts than we're in, so it'll handle the water better.
Uh-huh.
And the last few hard rains we've had, I've actually been out and checked, and everything we put in is handling it.
That's good news.
And then on West Hill, we lined all the ditches with riprap, and that's working too.
Good. Good.
Well, do you expect to have everything pretty much fixed before winter time, all from the?
We're trying to do it. FEMA come Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and I spent the rest of the day riding around with them. And they're coming back the 17th to ride around with the rest of the roads. But they're not seeing a big problem. They took 3 invoices with them to get them right in the system, so we get paid quick. And it was the 3 biggest ones, so,
Okay, quick.
but, that's what they said.
I'm still waiting for the
Yes, we are.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I asked them about that too. But, well, that's what they say. I mean, I'm listening to what they say. What are you gonna do?
Their idea of quick is different than ours.
Yeah,
Now I have all the subcontractor work. Has that been completed?
yes, that's all done. That's actually right here. Them 3.
And those bills have been submitted?
Yes, he's been paid, except for kitchen excavating, which is in this week's, or this month's. And they took both of Zelinski's for the 2 roads and kitchens. Remember the ones they all took?
Okay, good.
Are you satisfied with the work that they performed?
Yeah, and the FEMA guys were more than satisfied. The only thing we have to do is, I've got to call into DEC, and they have to, or environmental people, not DEC, they have to come out and look at the culvert on Abbott Road and tell us what we can do. Because it's
Steve, Ray, ever get the documentation you needed?
Yeah, that didn't work out very well. That was nothing what they wanted, nothing at all. They're talking, they don't wanna put in 2 5-foot culverts, which, Steve Lorraine said that would more than significantly take care of the water. But they don't wanna do that. They either wanna put a big squash culvert in, because it's gotta be going into the ground because it's a fish creek. And the bottom of the culvert's gotta be lined, so the fish don't get tired swimming through the culvert.
One flood will shoot them right through anyway.
I know, but that's,
Yeah, that's not a new issue.
so I'm waiting for them to get hold of me, and we'll go over and look at it, and they'll design something. But the good thing about it is, the FEMA has a mitigation thing, and they'll pay 100% on certain projects. That's one of them. So that wouldn't cost the town any money, which would be good.
Any idea of a time frame on that?
They said they'll get a hold of me.
But they've been pretty good.
Yeah, the DEC has, yeah, some people have.
Follow-up question, who is the environmental group that's raising the issue about the culvert?
problem is the road has been taken out twice. And now, what I believe is taking out the road is there's 2 6-foot culverts up there now. Because the 2 5-foot culverts that were in there blew out. And they're sitting down in the valley. And so we're feeding 1 5-foot
right now.
out of 2 6-foot culverts. And if we get another heavy rain like we got, you know, we do Abbott Road again. But it just won't handle it, and it goes over the top and down both sides. FEMA will not give the okay unless the permits are in place. And they have all their print in front of them. They won't pay for it. And I had the lady from FEMA was one of the ones, and she took probably 20 pictures of that culvert. And she said pretty much the same thing, it's gotta be bigger. So that's all I'm making out on Abbott Road.
Appreciate all the effort you're putting in.
Well, they gotta chip seal it too, and I've got prices coming for that, but they'll pay for that too, so.
And how are you as far as inventory for winter, as far as the sand and that?
The salt will be all there by about the end of next week. And then the sand, we've got 10 loads so far. So when we'll start, you know, when I had an extra truck, I sent them down and let them start hauling sand. But if we get caught up on the next big thing we gotta do is the chip sealing on all the roads that we did anything to. Because if we don't chip seal it, the road will be all on the shoulder by the end of the winter. So that's the next big thing that we've gotta do is get the chip sealing done, which should take 2 days.
No.
The thing it is, I mean, it's all over the town. It's
Right.
not just, you know, one road after another. But once we get that done, we'll be able to get on the sand.
I see you did a bunch of work on Indian Opening and Elm.
Yep. We gotta extend Elm down to the county road. So we do that whole section. The section right from Livermore Road, right up around the corner where it was real bad. And we sap-wired it all up and we mixed up crusher run a little different. And we put that down, and that's packed hard, and it rides good, so. But like I say, that was one of the roads, there's a Hill Road and Newton Road. Hill Road, Newton Road, Elm Street, Indian Opening Road.
So that's packed down so the plow won't take it up.
No, you gotta put the chip seal over it, otherwise the plow will get underneath it. You know, we'll have a bigger mess. Because there's also millings underneath it that we put.
You said you found a spring there or whatever?
By Livermore's house we did, and we daylighted that to the field. So that should take care of that soft spot right there. But as far as that milk tanker coming out of that driveway and jacking it right around in the road,
Nothing will hold up to that, huh?
nope. Unless you want to build a road like a state road. Which, I mean, if they could do something with their driveway, it would be a lot easier. I mean, that truck comes out loaded and gets right and just cuts it right around just as hard as it'll come. And you can fix it and go back there in 3 weeks and it's tore right up from the truck. Because we did fix it. We had blacktop down there. They tore the blacktop off. So they would just make that driveway a little different so that truck didn't have to do that.
What if they extended the width of the culvert pipe in the driveway to make the driveway wider? Would that help?
It's not a culvert there.
Well, there's no culvert?
No, all they'd have to do is extend the width of the driveway, so the truck could not make such an abrupt turn.
Have you requested that of them yet?
No. No. That'll be one, I'll have to have a meeting with, I really don't know who's running things down there now.
Brian and David.
Really, Brian's one to talk to.
Brian's the one to talk to? That's the mailman?
Yep.
Okay. I can get a hold of him, he comes to the house.
Diane?